Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial. So today I'll show you how to make two boxes that are very easy to make to hold resources, and also that will use a very low amount of paper. So you usually can make these boxes with leftovers, scrap paper and whatever. So the first one will be a modular box. So it's a box that you can open and close like that. It's very good to obviously use a low amount of paper. See that, just use basically that's really not a lot, and to hold resources. And then once it's inside your big board game box, it's quite secure. You can do that for nearly anything you want. So this one is using a bit more paper, but you know, you could very well do that for decks of cards, little dice and stuff. It's really up to you, as long as you have the paper. Basically, it's really handy. I don't mind it. It's pretty good. Then there's the Corolla box. It's very easy to make. It's basically just a little square of paper. Basically, you can use it when you make, like, you know, these kind of chests with drawers. It's quite good because it's basically taking a very little space, and then when you take it, you can like open it a bit more, so it's easier to grab resources, as opposed to a Modulobox box where your fingers will be, you know, stuck in the corners. Like it could be there and you can't grab this one cube that is in the corner because the edges don't move. That's the advantage of it. The only thing is that, yes, it looks less pretty when you look at that because they're kind of yawning, you know. But apart from that, they're quite useful. So yeah, see, you can use it for nearly anything you want. I don't know which drawer do we want. The tavern, I guess. So see, there's a lot of stuff, and then when you play Tiny Towns, you can just open it and it's easier for people to grab it. So that's what you're gonna learn today, the modular boxes and the Corolla boxes. So I don't have a use for any modular box, so I'll make one from scratch just for the video. So we're gonna set our box is like that, I guess, up. We're gonna say that the box is 3 centimeters wide, 5 centimeters long, and 1.5 centimeters high. Okay, that's gonna be our box, let's say. So to measure the paper, it's very simple. That's gonna be your paper, yeah. The different measurements you'll need to do are, first one will be the first flap. So in this box, for example, this is the first flap, this one. So usually you do it like superior to half of the length of the box, because it needs to obviously cover it and go further so it can lock itself into the other flap. If you do like right the middle, like 2.5 for example for this box, it will not close at all. It will just be like that, and that's not good. So we're gonna say something like 4 centimeters. Why not? Because our length is 5. Then the second measurement here will be the height of the box. So see, flap 1, then height here. So it's 1.5. Then you'll have the length of your box, which here is 5. So see, flap 1, height, length, then you guessed it, height again, 1.5. And here that's the size of your second flap, flap number 2. I guess I'll make it symmetrical and say 4 as well. On this one you can see that that flap was shorter than this one, but they both work anyway. As long as you know that the two flaps can touch and one can go inside of the other, that's all that matters. And then for the sides of the box, you'll need to know, I mean on the width, you'll need to know the height of the box twice, which is 1.5 here and 1.5 here, okay? You can see it here. Yeah, that's the height of the box, and that's the height of the box as well. And that's the width of your box. This distance here, that's the width, which is 3. Okay, so I'll just go get a paper of these measurements and I'll come back. Alright, so I'm back with my paper. I just cut one leftover from a V-pocket before, so that's not a lot of paper, you see. So I am just gonna write down all these lines on this and I'll be back. So see, this is the first height of the box here, the 1.5. I do the same on the other side, up. Well, keep in mind, I am behind my camera, it's very hard to be accurate. Now, we are gonna do these. So the first one is 4 centimeters. Sorry about that, that was my cat. So this one is done. Then the height of the box again, 1.5. Then the length, which is 5. Then the height again, 1.5. And normally there should be 4 centimeters here, and it's correct, so good. So now this is done, you just fold on all the lines. Okay, so now this is done. Sorry about the cat, by the way, it's just very clingy. We're gonna fold diagonals here. And here, okay? So basically this surface here is gonna be the bottom of your box, okay? So you wanna do diagonals in the corners of the bottom of your box, okay? That's how it looks, and you're nearly finished. So what I usually like to do, it's not necessary, but I like to mark the fold on the 2 flaps, so here and here, okay? So just to do that, you basically close the box like that and I'm so sorry about that cat. And like basically fold it where it's meant to be the flap. And then you just mark the fold. Do the same on the other side. Jackson, move. God. Okay, so that's nearly finished basically. I mean, it is finished. So basically what you do is you're gonna close the two heights here, and then you drag the flap up, you push it, and see that's already one side. You do exactly the same on the other. See, close, drag up, push, and that's that. So now all you need to do is to put one side inside the other one flap inside the other one, and you push, and that's your box. So you can do different things. What I did for this one was that I glued these two sides, then I cut it so it looks like that, and basically that's always the side that goes in, but you're not forced to do that. If you have like some kind of hole puncher or whatever, you can even do some kind of little hook so it's easier to open. It's really up to you. So now you've learned how to make a modular box. We're just gonna do a Corolla box now. Alright, so to make a Corolla box, very simple. It's using like barely any more paper than you see there. Not at all actually. Sorry, my cat is going crazy. So all you need to do is, for your paper, is basically you do a shape like that. So for the measurement, this distance will be obviously the width of your paper. What is it? It's the height of your box here and the height of your box here, and that's the width. Okay, so let's say we're gonna make a random one with scrap paper as well. We can say that the box is gonna be I don't know, 1.5 centimeters high as well. But actually, let's do the same measurement as the other one. We're gonna say 3 here, and in length we're gonna say 5. So you get it now. I guess this and this will also be 1.5 because that's also gonna be the height of your box. So that's basically all you need to do. So here it's gonna be 6 and here it's gonna be 8. So you need a paper of 6 times 8 centimeters. So that's my paper. That is 6 centimeters times 8. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna trace with a pencil these lines so we can fold them basically. So we just need to take 1.5 centimeters measurement everywhere, and we'll be good. Because 1.5 is the height of the box, as I remind you. Oh. So you see that this box, well, okay, it's gonna be small, but it's really using barely any paper, so you can really use that for scrap paper, which is very good. Like all these leftovers that you don't know what to do with, basically, that's perfect. So you can see the lines, I don't know, there we go. So we're just gonna fold on them. So now this is done. What you're gonna do is pretty simple again. Just gonna fold the diagonals, basically a bit like in the modular box, the diagonal in all the corners. You can do it with the next step. Well, I mean after the next step, but I don't know. I've always done it before. I find it easier this way, because after it's just too thick. Up. There. So these are your diagonals, and now every corner you're gonna fold it, and the very edge here, the tip of the corner, you're gonna put it against the corner of the bottom of your box, like that. See? So mark the edge. Do it for every single corner. And there, you're nearly finished. You mark the folds where you did the diagonal, like that, okay? So, see, I like to do it before because it's a bit thick, but I still want to mark the fold afterwards as well. Up. You do it for every single corner, so you push the triangle on the inside. Okay. And you do that for all 4 corners. And there you go, there you have it. It's a Corolla box, so when it's in its chest, I mean drawers or whatever, it's like that. And then you can put your resources on the table and it's more open, it's easier to grab. You can also make a lid if you don't want to make a chest of drawers in your board game box. You can make a lid with like a Modulobox or something, and yeah, that's it. So 2 techniques to make boxes that don't use a whole lot of paper. I'm sorry, that was my dog. Hope you liked it, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.